very flattering shot. However, it's me, so blah, so it's always good. It's all good.
In half a mile, keep
to stay on US 75 north.
I'm trying to think, what I should start talking about. Maybe this segment's gonna. The other
keep left to stay on US 7.
Whatnot. Maybe we'll just kind of relax here for a little while. Just take it easy.
Continue on US 70.
Prudent would say,
3 miles.
take it easy. Children and dogs have so much to teach us. And cats. Pets, domestic farm animals. Lessons from those we care for. How to die. That's what my dad taught me. Should I die in that way, as opposed to quickly accidentally? How to take care of everybody. My dad said it. He said, and I was thinking about that last night because I did a video thinking about it when I was thinking back. But anyway, he said, now I realize that life is preparation for death. And I thought, absolutely, how ambitious of the soul, how godly of the soul, right? To be in the process of preparing for the end, right? And that perhaps both states of both life and afterlife are a process to the end of that and the beginning of the next. Yes, it's a preparation, so I'm going to change it a little. It's a preparation, like a dish. Preparation for death. A meal. Peppered with hints of the next life. Just a little. Just everyone has a little prophecy. Taste of the future. To prepare. There's Kosher Kitchen was the original thing. Change it to the Kosher Kitchen. So it's the glass pyramid at the Kosher Kitchen. .org. It's an organza. Okay, so the glass pyramid, what that's about, that is going to be about business, okay? And the structure. And anybody looked at Sears? Does anybody have a clue? Does anybody have a clue about why it died? Does anybody know what made it great? Did anybody stop and ask that question? It's a 5-year-old question. What made Sears so great? What is Sears not doing now that, or before they died? And what is Sears not doing that they did to make themselves great? What are they failing to do? Communication from the customer. So the idea of the glass pyramid, right? Oh, I think I'm gonna call breaking through the glass pyramid. So it's gonna be the glass pyramid, and then the public side of it is going to be breaking the glass. Maybe I'll just call it breaking the glass. Right? Reminiscent. Okay. So anyway, but this is going to be for good. Right? The yin and yang. So I want to create and this communication between the business world and the customer, because you all are shutting them out. You're killing it that way. Okay, so my idea is this, and it's right along the lines of, it doesn't disrupt the monetary system, but it's a foreshadowing of what needs to take place, if you will, the way it works. So this is the idea. It will become, breaking glass will become a place where people can bring their ideas for the corporations, the customers who have been there. And I'm not talking about complaints. These are like positive ideas that will help the company. It's like a clearinghouse for suggestions. Okay? And the authors or creators of those ideas and suggestions who initiate, right, will receive credit for those ideas. Not cash money credit, but credit nonetheless, I'm thinking like some kind of certificate or something. This idea, it resulted in this action, which resulted in an improvement in profits of XYZ. Okay? And so it'd be like freelancers in a way. But it'd be general public. So some people will like really get into it and like maybe even become obsessed with it because they're problem solvers and thinkers and creators. And some people will be like loosey-goosey, anybody who just has an idea that pops into their head, which could be huge, just throws it in there. Okay? And so processing it, then eventually, Because what's going to happen at first is the ideas are going to be presented to the companies or corporations. And the corporations, if they don't have the ability to wrap their mind around it, they don't get it, okay, they'll reject perfectly good ideas. And so we will also, right, if we think it's a good idea, we will also approach their lesser competition with it, right? All of a sudden, ears get real perky. They think it's a good idea. We won't. Tell us more, because we don't get it. That's what needs to happen. There needs to be combo. These really good ideas, a lot of times, you know, it's like I told you, the begging thing, right? I'm not asking for cash. I'm actually asking for, do you have any fruits or vegetables? You know, because I can't get those at the regular food pantry. Or they're really hard to come by. I only get it once a month, and I don't get much. You know, so I walk up to somebody and I say, potato, and they go, what? And I say, potato. And they go, what? And I say, potato. And when I say vodka, I'm making vodka to the alcoholic. Right? Then they get it. Vodka, potatoes. Yeah, it's made out of potatoes. You're an alcoholic. Okay, got it. Okay, so people are going to be presenting potatoes, and they're going to go, what? and we're going to go, it's a potato. Don't you get it? It's a potato. And they're going to go, what? And some of them are going to walk off, you know, and some of them, you know, maybe if we can figure out how to tell them we're making vodka, even though we're not, we're really making vodka. Vodka, potato. Idea, cash. Revenue. Moolah. Mun-mun. That's what my dad used to call it. Mun-mun. Need some mun-mun, hun-hun? I know what you want. Mun-mun. You just want mun-mun. Anyway, so you're going to get all these ideas for free. Now, you're going to need counterparts. You're going to need counterparts, right? That will recognize a good idea. They have to be creative minds. It takes a creative mind. It takes one to know one, right? So it's going to create those positions. People who are able to hear concepts or ideas and run with it and say, yeah, that's a fucking potato if I ever saw one. Do you know what that means? French fries, potato chips, dips, potato, get it? Party, potluck. Okay, now we're really cooking. Okay, so what the reason you do this is because it's not a job. You're not getting paid for it. You're not getting taxed on what you're getting is a certificate. So that when you go in, right, you're self-educated, for example. Say COVID goes on forever. Everybody's self-educated. But what if, when you're submitting your application, you submit your portfolio of certificates? Holy shit! That's where you get your pool of creatives to interpret the new ideas. Like it? The glass pyramid, right? breaking glass. Potluck. Everybody brings their own dish to the table. Everybody eats that way. It's not a big burden on anybody. Oh, it's their favorite dish. They make it anyway. They do. They come up with those ideas anyway. Why not tap into it? That means even homeless people with a mobile phone could, go online and submit these things and build up a portfolio and get a career, get a life. And corporations wouldn't be the only ones that could use these people with these portfolios. You could take those portfolios to the frickin' bank and say, listen, dude, I know what I'm doing. I know you don't know what I'm doing. Because bank credit union, excuse me. Go to the credit union. I know you don't understand this, but it's not a problem. Here are my certificates. This is my portfolio. This is how much money my ideas have made in the past. And I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Hello. Talk about economic. That's not economic recovery. That's economic blast off! Into the wild blue yonder. I don't even know, I may have taken a wrong turn or I stayed going ahead. I have no idea. The little GPS girl is not complaining, so I don't know. I could be wandering all over the country. And, maybe that's meant to be because you're my priority. Yeah, I felt, the drive to go forward in this direction and everything, but people are my priority. Making the world a better place. Because my kids got to live in it, honey. And I got karma to deal with. I got some karma, baby, karma. You have kids, you got karma. You've created karma. You take care of somebody else's kids, you're absolving yourself of past karma from previous lives. It's a great way. It takes a village to raise a child. Well, it damn sure helps. Actually, it takes a man and a woman. But, and good ones. A good combo. It's like alcoholism, right? It doesn't take a village to get sober. The AA works. Even when you're living in the country, it's isolated, and it's too far to go to a meeting, you can do it. Okay? A couple that is thrown out of a village or migrates from a village, okay, it doesn't take a village to raise a child, but it does improve the quality of life for everyone involved. But if you're just two people, your culture, your family culture will do just nicely. And you'll create your own tribe and your own village. And it works like that. So it doesn't take. But if you're already living in the village and you're not participating, not too cool. And it's so funny because it used to be that way. The neighborhood, the block, the community, whatever you want to call it. however you divvied it up, did everybody, you know, was responsible for their brother's children. Oh, did I tell you about my idea to make sure that the neighbors are cool? Okay. In 50 ways to leave your governor. Okay, so should I start a new? I might need to start a new video here because